This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Season underway as toe meets leather.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado State's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make it? David.
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together. and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On the run, it's Coleman. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Rides the bag and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a second and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Rams will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He might want another play. Williams will pass. Let's it fly. He's open on the right.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Green.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Powers forward. this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where he had to get to get 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rams will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fighting off the defender. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
The Rams will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finds a little space. Nice move there. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again,
breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
and we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Hand off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front.
Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Washington. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lanier. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking for a deep man. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Evans. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Coleman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Look out, he's got room. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Williams looking for a man. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to...
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Rams want to pick up the tempo.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
It's a draw. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 26 to Cal. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a first down.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with a dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got a man, it's ball.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but As a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Hold it.
And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out on the screen. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. Strong, firm tackle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense. And this offense would have taken a lot more of that today. It's been a rough day. Let's call a spade a spade. They haven't played like we've seen them play in the past. And this offense needs to find the run game, needs to find a little bit more balance, create some explosion.
He's got it along the sideline. Free up the gut. Touchdown, Colorado State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. He's got it again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The sure hands. It's Green. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it